Okay, I'm not gonna say I called it, but I called it! In the year 2026, Animal Crossing 3.0.
Animal Crossing has been randomly revived once again, 3 years after it died, supposedly. It seems that Nintendo can't seem to get enough of killing and then randomly reviving multiple series. And it seems Nintendo has picked Animal Crossing as its newest target. So, I'm gonna break down this video for you guys so you can see everything that's new and even maybe details you didn't even notice, because I promise you, there are some details here that you definitely did not notice on your first watch. So, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Right off the bat though, I kind of want to say that I'm a little bit upset that this isn't its own building and that they refuse to add new buildings in still. Nintendo, it's not that hard. You added facilities in the Happy Home Designer. Just let us have facilities on the island! Personal preferences aside, let's get on with this video. I feel like I'm crazy right now, but I think that's new hair. I have never seen that hair in the game, but we're getting new hairstyles right off the bat.
Furniture items that match the theme are provided. There we go. That looks nice. He seems happy with the room. Great work. After decorating a room, you'll earn hotel tickets. You can find all sorts of hotel-themed items.
What I think is it's gonna kind of act a little bit like the campsite where you can get random villagers to stay at the hotel and then maybe convince them to move into your island. But this is a little bit more nuanced where you design a room based off of a theme similar to Happy Home Designer, which notably, this is very, very similar to Happy Home Designer already, except free. I'm not sure how heavily they're gonna lean into the Happy Home Designer portion of this, since this does seem to just be more home designing if you're really into that. I'm a little bit upset that they're leaning this hard into the home designing aspect of Animal Crossing. I was really hoping that they would add a little bit more to the actual, island living part, adding stuff to your island and all that. But honestly, I'm not too upset, because if we're gonna get new items and a new currency, as if there wasn't already enough currency in this game. Hey, we got more stuff to decorate our islands with at the very least.
Check this box to see which items to craft. Once you've gathered...
Okay, this is something that I noticed immediately. A new screen. This new screen right here says, how many will you craft? You could not do this before. You cannot choose how much you wanted to craft before. This is a big deal. That means that you don't have to spam the craft button, go through the whole craft animation just to have one item, and then go through that whole cycle over and over and over again to craft multiple items. They should have just added a long time ago. But now, just now, 3 years later, mind you, 3 years, they are just now adding this quality of life feature.
Here, you're free to do whatever you want. Create your slumber island by using items you previously obtained.
When this person takes out their water terraforming, watch this.
You can...
What was that sidestep? You can sidestep now. So it seems that your character is now allowed to sidestep when you're terraforming. So then you don't have to turn your character this way and then face forward and then immediately do it. Now you can just sidestep each little bit of the way. So then it definitely makes it a lot more convenient to do long stretches of land.
You can also meet up on a friend's slumber island and play together.
Small little detail, but I really appreciate how the bed that you are sleeping on gets transferred to that dream island. So it doesn't matter what kind of bed you were sleeping on, it gets transferred immediately to the island.
Decorate with furniture to your heart's content. Work together to build a cliff. The souvenir shop will start carrying Nintendo products, including retro toys with an active Nintendo Switch online membership. You can even play a select classic game on each system.
So unfortunately, what that does mean though is that if you don't have a Nintendo Switch subscription, for online at least, you will not be able to access the functionality of these items, which is kind of unfortunate. It does mean that people who just play this game solo offline will never be able to actually play these games. This is another new hairstyle. Almost kind of looks like this character from Persona. I don't know, but it looks cool.
Lego items, including furniture and
I'm sorry, but these are probably the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. I understand that, yes, you can customize them to make them look like, oh, wow, they're pink now and purple and all that. I don't know how to feel about these. It's such a strange sight to see. I personally will most likely never be using any of these. I'm just gonna point out some of the obvious stuff here. As you can see, we got the lily here from Breath of the Wild. We got the stone thingy from Breath of the Wild. Of course, we got the Master Sword. We got the Majora's Mask, which is kind of interesting, returning from New Leaf. We got a fairy in a bottle. That's new for sure. Obviously, we got the Zonai portal thingy. We got the heart piece. Got the Ruined Guardian. What looks to be a Zonai outfit. I think this might be one of the amiibo characters' outfit. This one's definitely Tulin's outfit. I'm not sure why specifically they chose Twilight Princess, but that's kind of interesting. This one is probably the coolest one. We've got a backpack item that is the Master Sword and the shield. Got the Ocarina of Time, and then this little dude. I'm forgetting where this character's from, but I've seen it. And then you can just get the Triforce, because of course you can. Zelda's hair and Link's hair. This new wand, it looks familiar. I think I know where it's from, but and here we can actually see them all laid out. We got new floors and new walls, as well as some skateboards up here. We got the Small Fry headband. We have what appears to be the music player from the lobby. Here's the 2 big man benches, as well as some of the Splatoon 3 outfits. That's the hero replica right here. Here's the Tri-Tread tee. Here's the crab tank, as well as the Splatoon 3 Splatfest sign. And that seems to be just about it right now. Thank you guys for sticking around with me for this relatively short video where I just point out small little details and stuff that I enjoyed about this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video where I play Papa's Friteria as a Starbucks barista. Yeah. Bye!